All right, next up here on the Fantasy Flex is a segment we call Elite Entries, where Sean and I dive into the Prize Picks app and compare our player projections to the props to build some entries. Sean, what's your first Prize Picks Elite Entry best bet for week 9?
So my first best bet is Zeke to go over 69.5 rushing yards against the Broncos. I think he's going to bounce back this week with Dak back under center. You know, the Cowboys are 9.5-point favorites at home against a Broncos defense that has struggled against run this year. They ranked 27th in DVOA. They lost stud linebacker Alexander Johnson to the IR a couple weeks ago, and they just traded away Von Miller. So this should be a pretty easy matchup for Zeke. He's gone over this number in 4 or 5 games with Dak under center and when the Cowboys win. So I like this trend to continue here. I'm going over 69.5 rushing yards.
All right, for my first one, I'll go DJ Moore under 71.5 receiving yards. The Patriots with Bill Belichick love to take away your number one option. They're number 4 in DVOA against number 1 receivers. And Carolina wants to run. They did so 47 times last week. Sean, where are you going for your second Prize Picks Elite Entry best bet for week 9?
So I'm going to be bold here and go with Travis Kelce to go under 78.5 receiving yards. Now, I'm not panicking on the Chiefs like everybody else. I think they're still an elite offense. Travis Kelce is still my tight end one. However, the Chiefs offense does seem to be changing a little bit. Patrick Mahomes completed 15 passes behind the line of scrimmage last week, which is the most by any quarterback since 2016. So we've seen Kelce's numbers dip a bit over the past few games. He's only cleared this number once in the past 5 games. I'm a little bit worried about that trend. I'm projecting closer to 71.5 receiving yards here. Plus, the Packers, they're going to be without Aaron Rodgers. So the Chiefs are 7.5 home favorites. So they might lean on the run game a little bit more here. Either way, I think Kelce has a lower floor than we're used to seeing. So love the under 78.5 receiving yards this week.
For my second Prize Pick Elite Entry best bet for week 9, I'm going Marvin Jones under 52.5 receiving yards. This is a Bills defense that pressures at an elite rate, and they're number 3 in DVOA against number 1 receivers. So it's going to be tough to get the ball to Jones, who's gone under this number in 3 of his last 4 games with a median of just 30 receiving yards. That is our Prize Picks Elite Entry for today. For week 9, we're going Zeke over 69.5 rushing yards, DJ Moore under 71.5 receiving yards, Travis Kelce under 78.5 receiving yards, and Marvin Jones under 52.5 receiving yards.